Over 100 and a bunch years ago, when horsepower was literally that, and letters were handwritten and delivered, our man Charles Cheers Wakefield developed a revolutionary lubricant called Castrol. Originally made with castor oil, Mr. Wakefield thought, it ain't just for hair. This lubricant became the pioneering lifeblood for anything on water, land, and in the sky. Castrol's always pushed boundaries and gone beyond, from the laboratory to the racetrack. Castrol technological advances have been rigorously tested in Formula One, NASCAR, and efforts beyond our atmosphere. Driving tomorrow since 1899, Castrol's been pushing the boundaries for 120 years. If you were taught how to take care of your car by someone when you were young, you were likely shown how to change the oil with Castrol's standard since the 1960s. Castrol GTX. 50 years ago in 1968, Castrol GTX was born. The Beatles were driving Minis. Bill Gates was 12 years old and was 17 years away from launching Microsoft Windows. And it would be 36 years before anyone would hear the word Facebook. Today, Castrol GTX is helping to extend the life of an estimated 100 million cars around the world. And it has shown its endurance in Guinness World Record breaker Irv Gordon's engine, racking up a staggering 3 million miles, or 4.8 million kilometers. More than 50 years of oil evolution in the Castrol laboratory has led GTX to clean engines like no other engine oil. Today's passenger car engine must cope with increasingly tough operating conditions, heat, stressful driving conditions, such as short trip stop-and-go operation, and contaminants from fuel combustion can create sludge, varnish, and carbon to form inside one's engine. Sludge is a tar-like substance that can build up in the vital oilways of the engine. In the same way that cholesterol can restrict blood flow, sludge can reduce the oil flow to critical engine parts. And, if left untreated, can rob an engine of power and ultimately lead to engine failure. Castrol tops all the competition because it's a premium motor oil, formulated with a unique sludge-busting additive with double-action technology to help clean existing engine sludge and prevent future sludge formation. When tested by an independent laboratory in the industry standard sequence VG engine test, parts from an engine lubricated with Castrol GTX were noticeably cleaner when compared to an oil that simply met the API-SN industry standard. In fact, performance was up to 50% better than the API-SN industry limits. Tests prove it. No other oil keeps an engine cleaner. GTX is not just for older engines like Irv's Volvo P1800B series engine. GTX, like all castor oils, is GDI certified for modern turbo gas direct injection engines. This certification helps prevent engine damage due to the known problems of low-speed pre-ignition. This certification is super important for all your customers' cars using GDI technology. Remember, most cars since 2009 are using this technology, and using a non-GDI oil in that customer's GDI car could mean catastrophic engine failure. GTX beats the competition on the road, and that continued into the laboratory, where GTX crushed the competitors' products. The beaker and test tube gang measured GTX oil's fluid consistency at high temperatures in the hot weather protection test. Castrol GTX provided 8% higher kinematic viscosity than the competitor average. What does this mean? Higher kinematic viscosity results in greater film strength, ensuring lubricating surfaces are protected under high-speed and low-load conditions. Lab tests also reveal that when oil is mechanically pulled apart at 100 degrees Celsius, Castrol GTX is 4% more stable under extreme conditions than the competition. This examination of extremes proves that when oil is put to the ultimate test, GTX protects best. Castrol GTX's trusted protection to help extend vehicle life. It cleans away old sludge, all while protecting against new sludge. Custom-made additives enables advanced performance, and GTX maximizes protection against viscosity and thermal breakdown. In the laboratory engine testing and on the road with Irv Gordon and his Volvo P1800, Castrol GTX proves over and over that it is better than the competition. Use GTX in your customer's car, and maybe, just maybe, they'll be coming back to you with their 3 million mile plus story. Now here comes the legal mumble jumble.